Welcome to PowerPoint 2. My name is Holly Arand and I'm your instructor for Take Flight. Today we're going to talk about the big picture of the master lesson plan. The master lesson plan is the overall big picture of the lesson components. When we look at each component of the lesson plan, each session has new information presented. Everything will be based on multisensory learning, and everything will be practiced in various ways with various media. The daily lesson plan has 11 components. We will look at each one of those as we go through this PowerPoint today. Please note that comprehension will be done daily for 10 minutes if you have your students for 60 minutes. If you have your students for 45 minutes each day, you will go through the regular lesson and then do all your comprehension on the last day of the week. Alphabet is studied daily in the first component of each lesson. Students will discover how many letters are in the alphabet and that there are two kinds of letters. We start out with these skills and work on sequencing, and then move on to dictionary skills and using guide words and finding words in the dictionary. The next component is reading decks. The reading decks reinforce and identify the new learning to help the student instantly and automatically recognize the new grapheme and then translate that grapheme into speech sounds. Letter? Okay.
I, P, B, D, T.
Okay. Keyword and sound?
Fish.
Good.
Violin blue.
Okay.
Violin blue.
Okay.
Igloo ear. Table T. Bat good. Pig. The dog the.
Good.
That's fast.
That was fast. The new learning also happens every day. Either a new letter or letter cluster is introduced daily, or it might be a new concept like an affix. Each new learning component has a practice with a linkage. The multisensory linkage is the practice of the new grapheme or letter in cursive writing. Get ready to repeat these words. Act.
App.
Bad.
Bad.
That.
That.
Okay, what sound do you hear alike in those words? What sound do you hear alike in those words? That.
Ah.
Ah, okay. What's the shape of our mouth when we say ah? Ah. It's smiling. Have you seen this before, this sound picture before?
Yes.
Okay.
Ah.
Is the sound open or blocked when we say ah?
Open.
Is it voiced or unvoiced?
Ah. Voice.
Okay, is it a vowel or a consonant?
It's a vowel.
All right. So
We got a new sound picture.
we have another smiling vowel,
We got
which is a sound picture.
This guy.
Okay.
That one's this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it's
All right. Look right here, Kaden. Eyes right here. A, P, T,
Yeah.
B, and A, D, B, A, T. What do you see alike in these words?
They all have a.
Yes, they all have an A. Okay. What kind of letter do you see after the A? What kind of letter? Vowel or consonant?
Vowel.
Are you looking at it? What kind of letter do you see after the A?
Consonant.
A consonant. So, when you see A before a consonant, it makes the sound A. And we know, Caden,
Because
vowel in a closed syllable is short. Code it with a.
breathe.
A vowel in a closed syllable is short. Code it with a.
Breathe.
A vowel in a closed syllable is short. Code it with a.
Breathe.
Read those words to me.
At.
B.
The.
Read the whole thing. Okay.
That.
Nice job. Okay, so here is your riddle today.
No this.
Just listen. Will you listen, please? Thank you. So, our letter is
A.
okay. And I'm going to read you the riddle. Okay, according to legend, Sir Isaac Newton's observation of this falling object led to his early thoughts about gravity. This small, rounded fruit has a red, yellow, or green skin. It is said that one of these a day will keep the doctor away. So what's our key word?
Apple.
Okay, so our
An
key
apple.
word
Apple.
is,
Apple.
and our sound is,
A.
our sound is
Ah.
ah.
I love apples.
Okay,
They're good things.
all right, so our approach stroke today for A is right here. Curve under over stop, trace back around, close, pull straight down, release. Okay, look right here. I'll do one more. Curve under over stop, trace back around and close, down, release.
Just like a bee in
Okay, we're going to trace over it 2 times with our finger and then with our pencil. Get ready? Get ready. Name the letter.
A.
Again. Name the letter. Okay, 2 times with your pencil. Name it.
A.
Okay, again, pencil on the arrow. Name it.
A.
Okay, make a copy. Pencil on the arrow. Name it.
A.
Okay,
Not
down
too bad.
below. Name it.
A.
Okay, put your pencil down. I'm going to give you the name of the letter and you're going to give me the keyword and sound. A,
Apple. A.
A,
Apple. A.
A.
Apple. A.
Okay, this time I'm going to give you the sound and you're going to give me the keyword and letter name. A,
Apple. A.
A,
Apple. A.
A.
Apple. A.
The name of the letter is
A.
Key.
Apple. A. A. Apple. A.
Okay.
Now I'm going to give you the sound ah. Echo. Name the letter. Name the letter.
A.
Okay, make it right here.
Yeah. Alright. Let's get moving.
Caden, we're going to add our ah sound right here on our sound shift. Okay? Okay. And you already have your smiling vowel here for the sound of I and ah. Okay? Now we're also, with our smiling vowel, we're going to put our ah sound right down in here, okay?
In Take Flight, sight words are called instant words. Our students will practice the instant words daily. It will vary by day with columns, phrases and sentences, rows, and flashcards. The next component of the lesson is coding and reading sentences. To prep our students for that, we review what a sentence is, stating a sentence is a group of words that begins with a capital letter and ends with a punctuation mark. It has a subject and a predicate and forms a complete thought. Students will make note that all instant words that are irregular for spelling will be circled for coding. All other words in the sentence will be coded as they are for regular spelling. For instance, vowels in a closed syllable will be coded with a breve. Vowels in an open accented syllable will be coded with a macron. Any letter clusters or digraphs will be underlined. Then the students read the sentences completely after the coding. We do cursive writing for multiple reasons. One of the main reasons is that we cannot reverse cursive writing. It also takes less strokes for a learner to connect cursive writing letters. Repeated automatic practice is also done daily. This is very good, especially for students that have poor rapid naming in the phonological processor. We don't do fluency until after lesson 35, but this helps our students get ready for that automaticity in reading fluency. The next component of the lesson is the instant spelling deck. The teacher gives the sound of the letter, the student echoes and names and writes. Phonological awareness is done daily. We have Phonological Awareness Part 1 and Phonological Awareness Part 2, where we look and work on the speech sounds of each new grapheme. Okay, now we're ready for Phonemic Awareness 1.
Yay!
And
Is that the thing where we
you're
have to put the sound pictures in?
going to show me some sounds, and let's review our sound pictures first. Get ready. Lip puffers,
B.
tongue tappers,
D.
lip chiller, and voiced. Ooh. Okay, open,
Tickles your
smiling vowel, I,
lips.
ah. So we have smiling vowel I, smiling vowel ah. Okay, show me ah, echo,
Ah.
echo in your mirror, ah.
Ah.
Pull down your sound pictures, ah. Move it over,
Oh, here we go. Here.
ah. Move it over here and comes after it. label your sound pictures. Ready? Smiling vowel, lip puffer, good remembering. Okay, let's replace. All right, ready? Show me b-a. Echo in your mirror. Pull down your sound pictures. B.
Oh wait.
A. Okay. Label.
Label.
Lip puffer.
Lip puffer.
B.
Smiling vowel.
Good remembering.
Hey, it's
Show me v. T. Echo in your mirror. In your mirror. V. T. Move your sound pictures.
Would be this guy and this guy. This guy sticks.
Okay, let's label. Lip chiller. V.
Tongue tap. A smiling vowel.
Should be a t, t, tongue tapper. So what do we need to fix? Phonological awareness part 2 is manipulating phonemes. The student will look and listen, echo the word, for example, bat, b-a-t. If this is bat, b-a-t. Show me bad, unblend, b-a-d. This continues throughout phonological awareness 2 for this component of the lesson. The next component of the lesson is spelling practice. Students will be given words to spell. The student will be given a word, they will echo the word, unblend it, pull down the sound picture that represents each sound in the word, touch and spell the word while touching the sound pictures, name it, write it, code it, and then read it back to the teacher.
The comprehension activities vary weekly. The students will use multiple comprehension strategies to do the W questions with comprehension, and work on rigorous vocabulary for each comprehension activity. Each daily lesson has a component that we call EPPC. There is an emphasis, a practice, and a preparation and a closure for all 11 components within the lesson. For example, the emphasis in this first lesson is sequencing with alphabet. The student will look at the alphabet and name the letters in sequence from A to Z. The prep is teaching our students that their beforehand is their left hand, their afterhand is their right hand. So they're learning right away that letters move from left to right, just as we read from left to right. We also ask them how many letters are in the alphabet, and they discover that by counting them. They learn right away that there are two kinds of letters, vowels and consonants. So they will touch and name the alphabet strip and discover how many letters are in the alphabet and that there are two kinds of letters. An example of practicing an alphabet skill is introducing the missing letter deck. When we practice missing letter deck, we will write on the board the first two letters A, B, and then leave it blank. The student will name the letter that comes next and the teacher will write it in. Then the teacher will demonstrate the missing letter deck for the student, and then the student goes through the missing letter deck independently. This develops automaticity in sequencing segments of the alphabet. We also practice these in order until the skill is secure before mixing up the missing letter deck. At the end of that component of alphabet, we have a closure. So for example, I would ask the student, are the letters G, H, and I in sequence in the alphabet? The letter that comes after K is L, and that would be our closure. So to wrap up the example of EPPC, emphasis, preparation, practice, and closure, this is an example from the teacher's guide of every one of those that we just went through. The closure is always going to be something as a review of the activity that we just learned or a prior activity related to alphabet.
Lesson 5. Look up here, Hayden. Okay. My beforehand is my,
Right hand,
I don't see yours. My beforehand is my,
left hand. My after hand is my right.
okay. And initial means,
First,
final means,
last,
okay. Our two middle letters are,
M and N.
okay,
And also the middle letters.
okay. And our two kinds of letters are,
The kinds of letters that would be A and Z.
those are our initial and final letters.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have vowels and, okay, all right.
Yes.
Okay. So our initial letter is, Hayden, our initial letter is, our initial letter is,
A. Final letter Z. And then your letters M and N.
good remembering.
Brush my
How many letters are in the alphabet?
26.
All right. Touch and name your alphabet strip, beginning with your beforehand. Get ready?
Rubber.
Okay, with your afterhand. Good job, Kanan.
Let's take a look at the daily lesson cycle, books 1 and 2. The daily lesson plan is controlled by the daily lesson cycle. Our goal in books 1 and 2 is to get up through lesson 35 as quickly as we can. If we're doing a lesson a day, 5 days a week, we're able to get through lesson 35 within the first 7 weeks of instruction. In books 3 through 7, the cycle changes in book 3. That's when we add in what we call B days. And on B days, we're going to spend our time working on reading rate and fluency in books 3 through 7, along with read aloud time. Let's take a look at some characteristics of active learning. We want students engaged as much as possible at all times. We also want to maintain a positive environment for learning and keep things moving. As things move from one component to the next, students are motivated, anticipating the next component of the lesson. This provides an environment that is very positive and also allows the teacher to give positive feedback and corrective feedback as needed. Time management is important on the part of the instructor. If we are using our time well, our students are going to have a higher level of learning, and that impacts student achievement. We want the teacher to be prepared and to be well organized so that things run smoothly. We know as instructors that our teaching behaviors impact student learning. This is one of the reasons that we do guided questioning and Socratic questioning throughout the lesson. We want to be well prepared and we want to keep our students' attention. So it's important that as instructors, our behaviors impact positive learning for our students. Thank you for participating in the second Take Flight presentation. We look forward to working with you and your students.